Knockouts are part of Mike Tyson's nature. But did you know he wasn't always the one delivering them? Welcome. In today's video, we will revisit two of the most brutal knockouts during Iron Mike's journey in the discipline. Spoiler alert, in one of them, he was the victim. Stay until the end to learn all the details. Mike Tyson versus Evander Holyfield. It was 1996, and rumors were swirling that the one chosen to stop Mike Tyson brutally and mercilessly had already been designated by the gods of Olympus. Tyson had just won the World Boxing Association heavyweight title and now had to defend it against the daring challengers threatening to take it away. When it was announced that the contender would be none other than Evander Holyfield, a crowd of 16,103 gathered at Madison Square Garden in New York to witness what was predicted to be an epic battle to the death. The night of November 9th was destined to be etched in the golden pages of boxing history. First round. Tyson's right hand opened the round with ferocity, in an act that could have led to the shortest fight in history. Emitting the beast he was known for in the ring, Mike's offensive sought to give Holyfield no respite or space to settle in the ring. With occasional counterattacks and filled with patience, Holyfield managed to contain Iron Mike's warrior spirit.
Un poquito a la hora de entrar, vuelve lo que le mandó Evander Holyfield, tira a la izquierda arriba, el uppercut, saca a la izquierda, se agacha, saca a la derecha. La derecha arriba de Mike, impresionante la que se está montando a la derecha de Mike Tyson, se metió.
Second round. Tyson went for Holyfield's chin at the start of the second round. But near the midpoint, unexpected clinches began to occur. Without blinking, the challenger managed to position the champion against his corner, creating a good moment of tension. It was clear that Holyfield hadn't stepped into the ring to make Iron Mike's job easy.
Evander Holyfield le tiene contra las cuerdas a Mike Tyson, es contra las cuerdas, mete el gancho derecha, Evander Holyfield está boceando, llegó a la izquierda.
Third round. As the seconds passed, Holyfield gained more confidence. Tyson began to resort to clinching more frequently, showing signs of desperation for not being able to neutralize his opponent.
Toca con la izquierda y la derecha larga de Evander Holyfield, llega al rostro de Mike Tyson, no está acostumbrado que viene metido la derecha arriba Mike Tyson.
That's when the referee got involved and gave them a clear warning. They had stepped into the ring to fight, not to console each other with hugs. Even so, excessive clinching was the only possible way for Tyson to reduce Holyfield's attacking chances. Fourth round. Only flashes remained of the Tyson who opened the first round with the classic right hand of the Iron Boy. He had managed to defeat other giants of the ring, but he was failing to find Holyfield's weak points. Amid the desperate clinches, Holyfield worked for victory with body blows that Mike was starting to struggle to withstand.
Mike Tyson para entrar en la distancia tenía que hacer que era parar el vendaval. Y cuando lo considere le va a empezar primeras fuerzas. Bruta izquierda de Mike Tyson. Tira dos ganchos ahora.
Fifth round. Holyfield really worked to avoid the clinches, using his good footwork to make short moves in the ring while momentarily attacking Mike's already worn-out body. Tyson's right hand made a stellar appearance during the round. Though its participation was truly short, the champion was running out of tricks up his sleeve. Meanwhile, Holyfield was gaining more and more ground in his quest for the crown.
A Evander Holyfield le llegó a la mandíbula, mete los dos ganchos y la percada derecha. Ha llegado con nitidez, le cruza. Ahora ya no puede quedarse, que viene cruzado a la derecha Mike Tyson. Y intenta meter el Holyfield. Toca con la izquierda recta, le responde con la derecha.
Sixth round. At the start of the round, Tyson shone momentarily by driving Holyfield to crash against the ropes. But it was a scene that reversed quickly. Tyson's wounds were starting to become a major problem. Midway through the episode, he needed to be evaluated by the ring doctor to determine if he could continue due to an alarming cut over his left eyebrow. With thousands of people chanting the challenger's name, Tyson suffered his first knockdown.
Empieza a llover bastante menos, se fue a la lona Mike Tyson. Llegó el gancho de izquierda de...
When the fight resumed, probably for the first time in his professional career, the great Iron Mike knew the phrase, "saved by the bell."
No le ha tenido que hacer daño. Vuelve a la carga, manos claras. La izquierda nuevamente, qué cambio de golpes.
Seventh round. Tyson began to look terrified. They say there's nothing more dangerous than a wounded animal, but this beast seemed focused on hugging the one who had become his predator. The cut over his left eyebrow needed to be examined once again. Everything seemed to be playing against him. Buying time, he managed to survive to fight another round. Eighth round, and it was clear how Holyfield had taken control of the fight's pace. Tyson seemed to counterattack just to show he was still active and to maintain his posture. Inevitably, the clinches continued to be his lifeline.
Tyson para que no entre, toca con él. Tira a la izquierda, es más indeciso, cada vez le cuesta más entrar en la distancia. Ahí se tragó una mano, saca 2 o 3 ganchos por fuera.
Ninth round. The countdown for Tyson was starting, and he couldn't even imagine it. Holyfield was the predator getting tired of playing with his prey and eventually applied more pressure in his offense. Tyson was exhausted. His attacks were becoming less frequent.
Arriba. Toca con el jab, Evander Holyfield, el gancho de izquierda abajo. En la perca de derecha, Tyson. Llegó la mano, la sintió Evander Holyfield, toca con la izquierda, le cruza nuevamente la derecha el terror del...
10th round. Tyson tried to exchange a few blows at the start of the round, but quickly returned to the safety of the clinches. He just needed to buy a little less than 9 minutes, though Holyfield didn't seem interested in negotiating. With less than 20 seconds left in the round, a powerful right hand made Tyson stagger into the ropes. There, Holyfield set out to massacre Mike with a violent barrage of punches that was only stopped by the referee announcing the end of the round. The question remained how much longer the already sentenced Iron Mike's luck would last.
Esa combinación durísima, la derecha, Tyson se va, el campeón del mundo, Evander Holyfield va a tratar de pagar la última, se puede repetir la noche de Tokio, se le están apagando.
11th round. Holyfield had the job ready, he just needed to finish the paperwork. So, it took him less than a minute to complete what he had left unfinished in the previous round. With a powerful barrage of punches, he sent Tyson to the canvas, never to get up again.
Llega la mano de Evander Holyfield, se va a ir a la... Mike Tyson, eso es mortal, mete la izquierda. Mike Tyson tiene nuevamente las luces apagadas contra las cuerdas.
Mike Tyson versus Tyrell Biggs. Nearly 10 years earlier, Tyson's outlook was different. During '87, there wasn't a soul on earth that could stop the mighty Iron Mike in the honorable ring of combat. He was a true knockout machine, and proof of this is recorded in the golden pages of boxing history on October 16th. In the ring at Convention Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, Tyson faced Tyrell Biggs to stop him once and for all. It was his first defense of the International Boxing Federation heavyweight title, his third of the World Boxing Association heavyweight title, and his fourth of the World Boxing Council heavyweight title. With an impressive record of 31 victories, 27 of them by knockout, and no defeats, he didn't hesitate to step into the ring against Biggs's 15 victories, 10 of these by knockout. Once the opening bell rang, fate had already dealt its hand. First round. From the first second, Tyson showed great aggression in his offense. Chasing Biggs around the ring, he actively sought perfect opportunities to land good blows on his opponent's body. As he moved, Biggs's left hand stretched out to test Tyson's guard. Biggs's strategy was clear, not to face Tyson head-on. Even so, Iron Mike managed to corner him more than once during the last minute.
Well, whatever he does... That was a good shot by Tyson. And I admit it was 5 years ago, but he really bothered me. There's the hook. Again, because his hands are down.
Second round. Tyson's left hand broke the ice, going straight for Biggs's jaw. The first clinches began to occur. It was Biggs who sought them as an escape route. His movements were starting to fall short, and Iron Mike's fists were reaching him more and more.
Keeping that jab consistent. Strong shots from Tyson.
With 2 episodes of the fight officially concluded, Biggs still didn't seem to have any idea how to start working on his victory. During the last 30 seconds, this inability to neutralize Tyson's offense took its toll.
That was the left hook, Barry. That was the left hook I was talking about. Now, if you finish, say, keep those hands high.
Third round. Biggs stretched out his left hand to keep distance from the one who, second by second, was becoming his executioner. The height difference didn't seem to bother Tyson at all. He knew how to land his punches where necessary to work towards his victory. Biggs continued to move around the ring to avoid confrontations. Even so, he occasionally received a solid blow that inevitably hurt him a bit more. Fourth round. The positions in the ring were clear. Tyson was the predator stalking his prey, a completely reduced Tyrell Biggs. The time for brief exchanges arrived, where Tyson always had the last punch.
Start those uppercuts.
He took a big left hand there.
20 seconds before the end, Biggs was caught by a bomb straight to his jaw. A second deadly combination hit him shortly after. With time on his side, the giant Tyrell Biggs knew what it was like to be saved by the bell. 5th round. Immediately after the bell, Tyson's right hand traveled to Biggs, who received it with a clinch. Biggs feared close exchanges, so he stretched out his left hand to stay safe while continuing to move around the ring. More often, he resorted to clinching to buy time. When this strategy didn't work, he was harshly punished by Tyson's severe offense.
It's a good education for the public because the fans...
6th round. Tyson was starting to tire of playing with his prey, and the combinations he threw were proof of that. He drove Biggs back until he crashed into the ropes, a place where he knew he shouldn't stay long if he didn't want to be slaughtered. Biggs's counterattacks began to be missed. Even in the clinches he provoked, Tyson always had the right punch for him. Therefore, it was probably no surprise what happened around the corner.
Instead, he abandoned his tactics, his strategy.
7th round. Even before Tyson could attack, Biggs opted for a clinch. Upon separating, a brief combination drove him into the ropes. He was fleeing, but his escape route was falling short. Meanwhile, Tyson worked to position him in the right place to receive his punishment. Less than a minute remained for the round's end, and it seemed Biggs would live to fight another episode. In the center of the ring, Tyson executed an attack that nearly knocked Biggs out of the ring. His left hand made the giant fall dramatically to the canvas, with half of his body caught by the lower rope.
Oh, that
was a tremendous left hand.
Biggs sat down to reflect on what had happened, while bleeding from his left eyebrow. He could get up to continue the fight, but even he could see that he had already lost. In less than 5 seconds, with 10 seconds remaining in the round, a right-left combination left Biggs out of combat. Again, lying on the canvas, the giant could not return.
He has no legs at all. And 10 seconds to go in a round. There's a left hand. He's down again.
Beaten in his corner, Tyrell Biggs only showed that he wasn't up to the great Iron Mike's level. If you've made it this far, I thank you. Remember that the best way to support my content is by leaving your like on the video. What other great knockout involving Mike Tyson do you think deserves to be remembered in a second part of this video? Tell me about it in the comments.